Hey guys, so I am back with just a super quick review of the Rusk Thick spray that I shared in my follow me around video a couple days ago. And I wanted to do kind of like a, I guess, first impressions type of review on it, because I really haven't had a chance to play with it as much as I've wanted to because I've been so sick. But what I have used of it and how I have used it, I actually really like it so far. And I think that I can actually make it work even better for me when using it in combination with something else. So what you see today, so I just literally sprayed it in my hair and I kind of sectioned my hair off, concentrated a little bit more on the roots, but also did like an all over general spray. And then I just flipped my hair upside down and I blow dried it. So I didn't round brush it or anything today just because I wasn't in the mood. But it does actually add a lot of a lot more thickness and texture to my hair, but not in a crunchy way. One of my favorite hair products is the Bumble and Bumble thickening spray, which I love. But the one con about that product is that you really have to work with it carefully because it tends to make your hair stick together when you're blow drying it if you're not careful to like continually like brush through it and separate the hair. Works like a charm, but like I said, it can be very sticky while you're working with it, so you definitely have to make sure that you're like paying attention to what you're doing, or else you're going to get stuck with just very clumped together hair that is then hard to separate. But with this, what is fantastic is it doesn't give me quite the thickness and volume that the Bumble and Bumble does, but I don't have to be as careful with this because it's not as sticky. So I basically just used like my fingers to kind of, you know, swoosh the hair around a little bit while I was blow drying it and kind of combing through it. And it really just did a great job of adding a little bit extra volume and texture to my hair and just making it feel thicker, but without making it feel like gunked up with product. Those of you who have fine straight hair and you use thickening products, like you kind of know that feeling that I'm talking about. But this just still feels very clean. It doesn't even necessarily feel like there's something in my hair, which I like a lot. So the way that I think this is really going to work best for me is if I use it in combination with my mousse. So I like mousse products. I know that a lot of hairstylists and a lot of other people out there don't, because a lot of them do contain a lot of alcohol, which can be drying on your hair. I use the Tresemme 24-hour volume mousse, and it does not contain as much alcohol. It definitely contains some, I'm sure. But it doesn't contain as much alcohol as some of the other mousses out there. So I've had really great luck with that, and it's a fairly inexpensive mousse. And that tends to give me a lot of like kind of volume throughout and at the roots. I think that in combination with this is going to be awesome. So this just basically claims to be a body and texture amplifier. And I'll just read you the back really quickly. It says instant internal body for fine or limp hair, which this guy has. Rusk Thick is a light spray that gives fine, limp, or lazy hair incredible body volume and texture. So it contains something called Thermoplex, which I think is a patented ingredient or whatever. It says it's a unique ingredient that activates with the heat of a blow dryer to boost your body and volume from the inside out. So it just tells you after shampooing, towel dry and mist liberally through hair, which is what I did. Dry and style with a blow dryer, lifting and separating the hair as it dries. So I like this a lot. This does have SD alcohol in it, and you know, a lot of hair care products do. So it doesn't dry my hair out significantly to where I won't use it. I'm sure it's not fantastic for my hair though. This does also have some other things in it. Nope, this one doesn't. Sorry. That was another like Rusk product that I was looking at that I was remembering. So yeah, just kind of the usual. It does have hydrolyzed wheat protein and panthenol in it. So yeah. So you can see I've used a fair amount. So I do mist it fairly liberally. And like I said, I've been using it for what, like 3-4 days now, and I like it a lot. So once I sort of get back into the swing of like doing my hair, I think this is going to be a great addition. I also like the fact that I was able to find it at TJ Maxx, which made it $12.99 instead of $20. So that's always a bonus. They also have a product called Thicker, and I'd like to give that one a whirl as well to see if that is a step up from this in terms of adding even more volume. So I'll report back. I might go pick that up here in the next couple of days, but I'll definitely report back and kind of do like a difference video between this and the Thicker. So yeah, I like it. It doesn't do anything to control my little new growth bangs here, which are getting to the point where they're starting to like go in the direction I want them to. But, you know, given their own free will, they do still tend to want to stick straight up. So I have to work with them a little bit. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with what my hair is doing right now. It obviously doesn't look fantastic today, so I don't really care. I'm just going to end up actually putting it up. But I just wanted you guys to kind of see what the effect was when using this by itself. So good product. I would definitely recommend it for those with fine, thin, limp hair. I don't know that it would do anything for somebody who has normal to like an overabundance of hair. So hopefully that was helpful. It does have a really nice pleasant scent to it. It sort of reminds me of the Bumble and Bumble thickening spray in that it has that kind of like medicinal smell to it. So those of you who are very averse to that, like medicinal herbally type of scent, if you're averse to that, you're not going to like this, but I actually kind of like it. So yeah. And it gives a really, like this sprayer gives like a really nice fine mist. It's not like a, you know, like when it squirts out like in a spritz almost. This is like a good solid like spray, like it just spreads out. So yeah, and this is 13.5 ounces. So this is a good amount of product here. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave me a comment below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.